All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Kakwadash. Want to give second, I want to give double honor to the Apostle Jim Master, ruler for our beloved elders and teachers. And peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there that's tuning in, listening, waiting for the return of our Lord Yahweh Shah to throw down this wicked empire, aka America, which we know as Babylon the Great. Much confusion here. This is going to be very quick. As you see, the title Women Don't Support for B in Korea. We want marriage, black women embracing more feminism. This is Anton Daniels. I'm not going to play it. Bros can listen into it. Pull up this the video. But this is what happens when women are, how you say, pretty much used as a tool. Used, spoils of war. Been spoiled and been pretty much generations brought up into teaching that men are no good, men are evil, men had put them in captivity, men had put them in bondage. But here it is, the so-called white men been doing all types of heinous acts towards the women of Israel, but hush ears. So you have this a lot of these so-called black women and Hispanic Latino women that's bracing into feminism, especially here in America, Babylon the Great. At one point, when Hispanic women was in their countries and West Indian women were in their countries, they I guess they was all a front, but when they got over here to America, their true the scales and the fins and the mask came off, and they embraced feminism, and now they're embracing more and more type of feminism, which they believe that how you say is going to be a breakthrough, but ultimately you're falling more into a pit in a deeper hole. And what's and yes, this is the result of when Esau uses the notion that men can have more than one woman, so he plays on that insecurity. Chemicals, setting a somewhat of a beauty standard, and then keep flipping it. First, he had everybody. He put Kelly, the Kelly Barbie doll, and then years and years he changed up the image, and you get what I'm saying. But ultimately, this is the results of women not being taught to love men, set up for them not to have husbands, and not being reared up to be wives. So, real quick, Titus 2:1, it said, "But you must teach what agrees with sound doctrine." So, marriage is valuable. A woman's whole purpose on earth is to be a helpmeet to a man and honor her man, honor her husband, and teach the children, and instill the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of her man into the children. And then she must understand, have so-called, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and she shall instill that into the children. So just as the so-called black man, Latino, Hispanic man would know that we are at war with the so-called white man, the biblical Edomites, and this is not our rest. The woman is supposed to instill those very, very same values into those children. So instruct the older men to be sober, sensible, and self-controlled, to be sound in their faith and love and endurance, and that will trickle down to the women. So, and it says, in the same way, instruct the older women. Roughly, you will be a grandmother, or you will, your child will have children. If you were about 13, Shalaki, if you had your children when you was at 15, 16, etc., when you were roughly around in your 30s, you how you would say, your child would be 15, 14, and that'd be around that time where you would start preparing your child, your daughter, to be reared up to be a wife. But these women have been reared up to, be one and one with this world, and be whores and sluts in careers and independence, and ultimately to be equal with men and to hate men and use men for money and use them for their sole purpose and their greed and their sick demented mental state that they're in. So it says, and one thing I can say, you can read the book Willie Lynch Syndrome, and Shahrazad Ali has a great book as well. I think it's the Black Man's God, understanding the black woman, and she broke it down. Yo, she also has an audio that you can listen up to, and it goes into the psyche and all sorts of things of you know how you basically have to dealing with the so-called black woman, studying her and doing psychological evaluations on her. So it said they must. So in the same way, instruct the older women to behave as women should who live a holy life. So majority of our women are wicked as women, whores and sluts, and they love the so-called white man. They love America, and they drink the Babylonian juice. They must not be slanderers or slaves to wine. They must teach what is good. And our women, the mothers of our the mothers, grandmothers, etc., our aunts and etc. They fell for the trick. They fell for Esau's tricks. So all these women, I want to say from the millennials to the Generation X to this very generation, it was all feminism and sexual liberation in order to train the younger women to love their husbands and children. And today, women do not love their husbands. It's every trick and every leisure and output that's out there to destroy your husbands and to destroy the children. To be self-controlled, pure, and to be good housewives who submit themselves to their husbands, so that no one will speak evil of the message that comes from Yahweh Shem Shah. So, you know, this is not being taught. So this is why you have the results of these women. So yes, and if you want to put quote unquote, reality, these women that's in their 30s, technically you would be a grandmother, or you are an older woman. And another thing too, you're still in your prime. You still got strength. The 40-year-old woman, the 50-year-old woman. They're all competing with the 20-year-olds. Let me get Sirach 25. Let me get this in the GNT and see what it says. And I'm just gonna go through a couple, and I'm gonna end it. So this is the reason why these women are flocking to the most degenerate things out there because they're broken and they wasn't taught and reared up in being wise. So again, they're gonna fall where they fall. I mean, it's not gonna be good. So let me see Sirach 25 and GNT. There are three things in which I take special delight, things that are beautiful to the Lord and people alike. Brothers who get along with each other, neighbors who are friends, and a married couple who are happy together. That's not taught. So, yeah, verse 3. Unless you learn what you can while you are young, you will never be wise when you reach old age. So, sound judgment, good advice, and gray hair go together beautifully. So, one thing you got to keep in consideration, if you're not taught these things as a kid, when you get older, man, especially for a woman, men, yes, men do, they get sharper when they get older, but these women, they just get worse. Men get better at age, women don't. They digress. Men progress, women digress. So if a woman is not taught at her young age the importance of a man, humility, modesty, hey, you're going to see what you see today. Wisdom, understanding, and sound counsel are appropriate to the age and respect and the respected. So it says, Verse 7, I will tell you about 10 kinds of people that I feel fortunate to know, especially fortunate in the case of the 10th. Someone who takes pride in his children, and someone who lives to see his enemies fall, a man fortunate enough to have an understanding wife, a married couple who are well matched. Let me see. I'm gonna go down. This again is going through. Um, Yep. So advice about women, verse 13. No sound is as serious. No wound is as serious as wounded love. No troubles are as serious as the troubles that women cause. And again, since these women haven't been geared up and reared up to be wives, they've been caused to be trouble. Troublemakers. They've been taught up to believe that the world revolves around them. They're spoiled little bitches. Their mothers enacted it. Their mothers were whores. And this society teaches for women to be like this. All on TV. Um, yeah. Verse 14. No sufferings are worse than the sufferings caused by people who hate you. And that fact is the women. Women hate men. And this is why, men are suffering, they're losing their minds, they're losing their wits. And that's why you have a bunch of these podcasts popping up. Because men are seeing and men are feeling that suffering. No revenge is worse than revenge taken by an enemy. So, and this is what these women are, Esau pretty, the shit that these women are learning in these schools, the TV, the internet, etc., the womanhood, the woman, the embodiment of these women, miserable, pitiful women. They're learning. These women are used. They're basically they're taught to revenge men because men have taken their rights for so long. So they want you to hear their womanly roar. No poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake, and no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman. So, and this is what we're seeing. These women are truly showing you they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They Esau gave them the power. They put the ball in their hands, and they're not giving it back. And this is why ultimately America has to be put down and destroyed. I would rather live in the same house with a lion or a dragon than with a bad wife. And again, it's the what's that saying? The proof is in the pudding. These women are destroying households, and these men are and which they should. They're opting out. They're saying, "Fuck this, I'm out. I'm not dealing with this shit no more." Even if I gotta live in sleep in my car, fuck this shit, I'm out. And that's why the Apostle Paul said it best. If you're not married, seek not to be married. You know, he did say he wished that we could be as him. Basically like damn, what's the word? Basically be able to have no intercourse with women. A eunuch. Because I'm telling you, man, these women, they've really been geared up to hate you, to hate men and despise men and be envious. And like the word envy in the scripture, I think what's that definition? I'm gonna just look it up real quick. Definition of envy. Definition, and I didn't mean to make this lesson this long. Definition of envy. So it says a feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. So there you go. Women hate the fact that they're not us and they desire to be us. The painful or resentful awareness of an advantage enjoyed by another joined with the desire to possess the same advantage. So women want to be men. Women want to be equal with men, and that's what they've been taught. And a lot of women are taught untold they're better than men. They don't need them. They they use their pussy over them, above them, hold it against them. That's why these women, their main goal is to get you in a marriage or get you in some type of bind or bond and have a baby by you, just so they can destroy you. It's not even about the family anymore. It's not about loving you, being behind you, backing you, holding the things together, holding the household together. Doing what she has to do to you know um, keep things from being rocky. Shalaki. But it says, yeah, these women are used your baby against you, your children against you, and they will destroy your children just so they can, the sake of destroying you. And Esau backs it, man. Esau is 100% for it. So it says, when a wife is in a bad mood, her expression changes until she looks like an angry bear. Her husband has to go and eat with neighbors where he can't hold back his bitter sighs. 19. Compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any trouble looks small. May such women suffer the fate of sinners. So, majority of what's going on, a lot of these men that's going to fall victim of these women is going to be, the 2/3 and other men. But the Lord is going to keep. That's why the scripture says, a man that pleases the Lord, he shall escape. It's roughly paraphrasing the wiles of a woman. Roughly paraphrasing. A quiet man living with a nagging wife is like an old man climbing up a sandy hill. And all we want is really peace. All majority of men that's not fucking effeminate and a faggot. And his mama didn't destroy him. Majority of men just want to live a quiet life. They gotta. It's hard in America. It's hard. And Esau fucked it up. And he's oppressing the people. So again, it's verse 21. Never lose your head over a woman's beauty, and don't try to win a woman because she is wealthy. When a man is supported by his wife, there is sure to be anger, arrogance, and humiliation. A bad wife will make her husband gloomy and depressed and break his heart. So show me a timid man who can never make up his mind, and I will show you a wife who doesn't make her husband happy. So you get the point. I'm going to end it with that. And the Lord's will, and that wealth is not. Let me see. Let me get that in the KJV. So come on, man, stop playing. So about 25. Yeah, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. See that? So, you're not supposed to be out there just thinking, oh, her body, she's sexy, she's a bad bitch, such and such. Because that's really, that's these women know that that's what you want. So and they use that against you. Um Verse 25, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she goes not as thou wouldst have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. So no, don't be fuck proven, fuck all that. But babe, man, fuck all that, man. Let the bitch go. You know, women don't upgrade after you; they downgrade. Let them bitches go. If you're a man of substance, you're a man of you got your shit together. You got a crib, you got your whip. You trying, you're striving, you're trying to make do as you can in this society. And the bitch don't want to dip. Fuck that bitch. Let her go. Fuck out of here. There ain't too much of that. Um, Simple and sweet, short and sweet, simple and plain. Don't plead with the bitch. Let her figure out for herself. Let her go out there. It's not the Lord is not making as much men as these bitches think that there's out there abundance of men. The Lord is dealing with a small number of men. So, hey, let them go. fuck them. With that, shalom.